Hello guys, this is your boy Sbac here and welcome to another interesting episode. So guys, in today's video, we are going to understand why you must do a weekly analysis. We will jump right straight into the video with that, the pros and the cons. Then at the end of the video, we will understand if it is worth it to do a weekly analysis or not, especially for a beginner trader that you are troubling with this issue, all right? Or maybe you've never even heard of it before and this is your first time understanding it. Well, then bear with me, stick with me to the end of the video because you will understand why it is important that you do weekly analysis and why most traders, experienced traders, always talk about doing a weekly analysis. All right, so guys, if you're excited about this video, one way I will know is that you hit the like button. Let's jump right into the video. All right. Okay, so guys, let's start with the pros, okay? Straight out. So why must you do a weekly analysis? Okay, so guys, you should understand that during the week when you are trading, you are in the middle of a race, okay? You are in the middle of the race, and what I mean by that is the market is constantly moving, all right? So you don't have that luxury of time to go and look at who is behind the queue and who is ahead of the queue. You understand me? So with that saying, I mean that you don't have all that luxury of time to go and check what is happening in the higher time frames or in the lower time frame where everything starts, because guess what, you are on the hook. You understand me? And it takes time to break down the markets in analyzing them. You see, that is why we talk about doing a weekly analysis. Why? Because on the weekend the market is stopped. And then when we always talk about weekly analysis, don't get it twisted. All that we mean is that doing your analysis on the weekend when the market is stopped. All right, so very important. Put that in your mind. So on the weekend, we prefer to do our analysis on the weekend because the market is stopped and I'm not in the middle of the race. Or even if I'm in the middle of the race now, since the market is stopped, I have chance to go and look in the smaller time frames and in the bigger time frames to understand what is going on or what could possibly happen in the market, to understand what is going on in these time frames. Okay, so that is it. Let's move on to the other advantageous part of doing a weekly analysis. Okay, so guys, the other reason why you need to do a weekly analysis is because you need to see the market like an ocean. All right, and if you are in the ocean, all right guys, there is the surface layer and there is the abyss. Okay, well, for the case of the ocean, I don't know how many people have really succeeded in going into the abyss. Okay, but for the markets, you have the chance to go and see the abyss, all right, which is where everything starts. All right, so the lower time frame. Now, what do I mean by that? Okay, what I mean by this is when the market is stopped, okay, it's stopped during the weekends, and guys, you take the time to scan through the different time frames. You see the market communicating something to you. The bigger time frames will be giving you the projection of the future, and it takes time because, you know, sometimes if you don't take time to watch certain things, some minute things could skip you. Do you understand me? So that is why we want to take time and do our analysis on the weekend, because it helps us to see the bigger picture and the smaller picture. All right, so put that in mind. So guys, one of the other advantages that is in doing your weekly analysis is because it helps you to, you know, psychologically speaking, once you've done your weekly analysis, it helps you to approach the following week in a buoyant way. You know, your mind becomes really confident. You understand me? Because you've seen your projection, you've done everything, and you know more or less the speculation of the following week. Do you understand me? So that is why it's important to do weekly analysis, because it helps you to be mentally buoyant and to be able to approach the market. If not, some of you will freak out because it takes a lot of courage to be a trader. You understand me? It takes a lot of courage to be a trader, especially when after some strikes of loss and you have to press the buy or the sell button. Guys, if you are not mentally sound, bro man, you will quit. You you won't press the buy or the sell button. All right, so that is what a weekly analysis help us into as well, okay, to be mentally sound and face the following week in a confident style. All right, so another reason why we need to do the weekly analysis is because now, as I said, as the market is stopped, you understand me, so you are not racing against anybody, you are not in a rush to go anywhere, you guys understand me. So now you have all the time that you need to go through different markets and scan them and look through different markets to see the markets that are ready, that has the probability to give you a setup to play out. You understand me? That has the probability to play out. All right, and it gives you, doing a weekly analysis to helps you to see the markets that are not ready, so you won't even dare yourself to invest your money inside. All right, so you don't look at those markets during the following week. Okay, and it helps you to know the markets that has the likelihood, the probability to give you a potential setup for you to trade. So this leads me to say that once you know all these projections, once you know all of these kind of things during the week, you know where to look to and where not to look to, like that. Okay, so guys, let's see another advantage in doing a weekly analysis. All right, so now, as I was telling you guys, the market is stopped. All right, so if you decide to do a weekly analysis, which is done most of the times on the weekend, Saturday, depending on the time that you have at your disposal, you see, but you can do it like Friday, right when the market is stopped. But if you've been trading throughout the whole week, Friday probably you want to rest. Do you understand me? So you will start doing your analysis on Sunday. All right, now there's it. It helps you to scan different markets meticulously in a way that you will be able to see whatever thing that could potentially happen any market. Okay, and plus that, since the market is stopped, it helps you to scan different markets, because guys, trust me, it takes time to go through even one pair. You understand me? Because as you are scanning through the different time frame to understand what each time frame is telling you, because sometimes setups can even happen on maybe a 1 hour time frame but not on the 4 hour time frame, and a setup sometimes could be on the contrary. It could happen on the 4 hour time frame and not on the 1 hour time frame. Same thing again, it could happen on the daily but not on the 4 hour or on any of the lower time frame. And as I said, it depends on your setups and it depends on the amount of confluences that you look in. Do you understand me? Some people have time frame confluences to attach to their strategy. Okay, so that is why we are saying that it takes a robust amount of time to be able to scan through the markets. All right, so you may be considering doing your weekly analysis instead of doing your analysis on the weekdays. All right, so during the weekend you have a lot of time, so you take some of that time and you dedicate it to do your weekly analysis so that you can properly scan through the different markets that you trade. All right, let's move on to the last advantage, all right, that comes in my mind. Okay, so the last one that I will say is that doing a weekly analysis helps you to have chat time. Guys, it's a magic. Having chat time in trading is a magic. It's where all the magic lies into. You understand? Because it reveals to you the different nature of every market, and it reveals to you how you should relate with that particular market. All right, and not just that, it also helps you with and not just that, guys, you are able also to do your back testing. All right, so sometimes it happens that as you are learning, as you are doing your analysis, then something occurs to you. You kind of think of like trying your strategy, because you see something and you want to see if you can fine-tune your strategy to work on certain things or on something that you've just seen in the market, right? So it's very, very, very important. So it helps you also with back testing your strategy. Okay, so guys, these are the reasons why you need to give time doing your weekly analysis. Okay, so based on what I've given to you, I will give you the downside of weekly analysis, which, I mean, to me, is not that much of a huge point, but I'm gonna lay it down to you, all right? Because, you know, at the end of the day, if you understand the amount of money that, or the benefit, let me just put it in that way. If you know the benefit that Forex is going to give to you, you won't look much at these downsides that I'm about to give to you, all right? So let's look at this. What is the negative side of the weekly analysis, all right? Two things comes in mind. Now, the first thing that comes in my mind is that it is time consuming. Do you understand me? It takes a lot of time to do your weekly analysis, okay? So you will have to cut off some of the fun, okay? That is one thing. You will have to sacrifice for something, okay? And the other thing is that it happens on weekend, okay? You do it on the weekends, okay? So as I was saying, you have to sacrifice something, some of the funds, and, you know, dedicate it to Forex trading, to fine-tuning your strategy, to understanding the market, and to see the different projections that you want to have for the subsequent weeks, okay? So guys, having said that, all right, let's look at if it is worth it, all right? Having said that, let's look at if it is important, okay? Yeah, that's the question that probably some of you must have asked themselves. Is it important for me to necessarily do every week? Do I have to do weekly analysis? Okay, the answer is a yes and a no, all right? Is in a gross part, yes, and in a very minute part, a no, okay? No, I will start with a no, all right? I've already said no. A no for the simple reason that, you know, if the strategy that you are trading with, you understand me? If you don't need that much of time frame data, then it's unnecessary, right? Because believe you me, there are some strategies that I practice myself, and I don't even need to, you know, scan through the whole market to do maybe my top-down analysis to understand the different projections. You understand me? Before I enter into the week. Do you understand me? So it's a no in that case, all right? So depending on your strategy, you may not need to do a weekly analysis, okay? Some of you are like, yeah, I want that. Wait till I give you the other one. So let's look at the yes, all right? Why is it important that you do the weekly analysis? Guys, it's important that you do the weekly analysis because you get to learn a whole lot of things, all right, during the weekly analysis, all right? It is that time, that is where you even learn how you can optimize your strategy, especially in the area whereby maybe you learn it from someone else. You understand me? And you have to adapt it to yourself, okay? So if you haven't watched my video that I talked about, you know, how to build a Forex strategy, you might want to watch that video to understand a lot of this thing that I'm telling you right now, okay? So if a strategy is not yours and you are using it at a certain point, you want to fine tune it and customize it to, you know, to meet your style. You understand me? Maybe you like it, but you sometimes struggle with it. You know, during the market days, you cannot do all those kind of things. So you will have to take time and, you know, back test it just to fine tune it, okay? So weekly analysis help you with back testing as well, okay? I hope that was clear. So yes, guys, basically that is it, all right? Then you add it up with all the positive side of the weekly analysis that I gave to you guys. Do you guys understand me? So that is basically what I would say about doing weekly analysis. To me, it is important because it helps you to study as well. In general, as a trader, you have to have chat time, and you can only have that chat time if you take time to study the market when you are not in there. Come on, I want to hear you. Masqua, put it in the comment section. In there? I know some of you are got it wrong. When you're not in the race, all right? All right, guys, I go by the name Sbac. And guys, guess what? If you did enjoy this video, as I always say, the only way that I will only know is when you hit the like button, all right? If there is anything that you didn't understand, guys, let me know in the comment section and I will come through and help you. And if there is something that probably I might have left out, guys, put it in the comment section. It might be a help to me. It might be another help to another person in the community. And guys, thank you very much. Okay, so from your beloved Sbac, and guess what? I approve this message as well. Make sure you do subscribe. I know you were about to turn off to another video. Subscribe. All right, see you in the next video. Bye.